DeGeneres.
I tell you.
Bill Pullman.
Heads up, everybody. She's on pharmaceuticals.
Oh, Martha, on your wedding day?
Mr. Wrong. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, February 16th at a theater near you.
Man, I'm pissed. Okay, I wasn't even planning on reviewing this. I wasn't even planning on filming anything today. I was gonna work on some Bay watching for y'all. But this, I had to stop and film something about it while I'm still kind of feeling it, because I honestly, I don't want to rewatch this. That's the thing. I don't want to rewatch this movie, so I gotta talk about it while it's fresh on my mind. Mr. Wrong. Like, I was just watching this for funsies. Yeah, you know, I'm a movie critic, but sometimes I just watch movies because I just want to watch a movie, right? I can't review everything that I see, but I watched this movie because Dean Stockwell has a small part in it. That's really the only reason. I'm sorry. I lead a very sad personal life. Don't act like you're so surprised or appalled at this point. Look, that's just what I do, okay? I watch terrible movies that have actors I like in it. When it's the summer, I like watching movies that seem like something I would have rented from a library. Okay? Like, it's suitable. I wasn't really going in expecting anything from this. I just thought, you know, something that would be entertaining for a one-time watch. But instead, I got a bunch of fucking bullshit. Rancid pile of dicks. Mr. Wrong is a black comedy starring Ellen DeGeneres. Okay, so this movie is a romantic comedy that was made in 1996, and this was a year before Ellen DeGeneres came out. And look, yes, Ellen DeGeneres is a gay icon, but straight people play gay people all the time, so gay people can play straight people. That shouldn't really have any influence on whether you enjoy this movie or not. All that aside, this movie is some hetero bullshit. This movie is only retroactively funny if you imagine that Ellen DeGeneres' character is being overwhelmed by aggressive heterosexuality at every turn.
Mom, they just got married.
And you'll be next.
Don't worry, Martha. You'll be the next one.
Isn't she beautiful?
Me, I set my sights on a man who kisses good.
Can I French kiss you?
Night.
Ellen DeGeneres' character, Martha, ends up with this guy played by Bill Pullman, who she thinks is really romantic, but things get a little creepy, she breaks up with him, and then he goes nuts.
I mean, do you think that I love you enough to break my own finger?
I don't know, and I don't care.
I mean, to tell me.
It's hard to say.
I do.
Okay, fine.
I can't.
Oh, no, don't.
I will.
Don't do it, don't.
That's the basis of your comedy. This film is deeply unsettling. No matter which way you look at it, there's horrible, horrible implications everywhere. So, just to be clear here, you are supposed to laugh at Bill Pullman's character stalking and harassing this woman for an hour and a half. Or I should say for an hour, because the first 30 minutes are insufferably boring. The first 30 minutes of the movie are the equivalent of taking 2 Ambiens. You're just falling asleep. I had not one single laugh for ages in this movie. And the only laugh that I did get out of this, because I'm going to say this, I only had one, was from Dean Stockwell. And that's not even because of a joke they made, so sorry guys. The movie's motto appears to be this: when in doubt, play overwhelmingly loud trumpet music. It's horribly, horribly stilted and lots of long, weird pauses. I mean, it's like having an awkward dinner, like the most awkward dinner you've ever had with a bunch of strangers.
Goodbye, dear. From home.
This movie is so uncomfortable because of how much they expect you to laugh at things. If they happened in real life, would be traits of a serial killer. It would be horrifying. And these are things that do happen in real life. And look, this is not Heathers, okay? This cannot handle dark subject matter and make you laugh about it. It can't. It is just very, very uncomfortable. Bill Pullman's character stalks Ellen DeGeneres, shows up at her window at night dressed as a clown, follows her around, sends her faxes, sends shit to her house, got her chased around with a baseball bat, and got her fired from her job. This includes a very public incident where she faints at an opera. His ex shows up at her house and assaults her in her home. And even though everyone knows about this, this is not like this is some hidden thing that he covers up. It is very obvious. Her friends, her family, the police, they all just tell her she needs to get over it, or he's such a perfect guy, or whatever, because comedy. Look, those people broke into her house. Even if you're gonna say like, oh yeah, that guy is just being an overly loving boyfriend or whatever. Those people broke into her house. There's laws against that. It's cut and dry. They broke into her house and assaulted her. And her friends and family are like, oh, she's such a loving boyfriend and she's got like, issues with thinking that she's gonna be abandoned or something. I have no idea. But this whole thing could be solved if she just says, I broke up with him. But she doesn't, because this is fucking moronic. On top of all of that, you've got the nice guy character, fucking bullshit from every romantic comedy, but it's worse here because he's doing the exact same thing as the stalker character. He's following her around, making passes at her, doing a bunch of creepy shit, and she is clearly telling him she is not interested. It's not one of those like, oh, kind of teasing, will they or won't they kind of thing. Like, clearly she is not comfortable around this man.
There is a time for a hug to end. You hug and then you break.
Now that I have found you, I'm not going to let you get away that easily. I'd like you to know that.
Okay, I'd like you to know that people are now pulling up chairs.
I checked out this opera we're about to see. Turns out it's a touching story of a young servant who goes through all these changes over this older, rich master guy's would-be girlfriend. But the young guy ends up with her in the end. So it turns out the whole thing could have been avoided if she just... Not that this resembles your life, wouldn't...
Shh, it's enough.
It looked terrific.
But I know, because she has to end up with someone in the end, and this is a romantic comedy, she's gonna end up with creepy fucker. It's just weird. Like, this poor woman. You're supposed to laugh at this. You're supposed to laugh at her misfortunes. There's nothing funny about this. Dean Stockwell's part is a private investigator that she hires to get rid of him, and then maybe kill him. But he switches sides via a bunch of fisheye lens close-ups, and I think attempts to kidnap her?
No. Let's go see him.
No.
Yeah, come
No.
on, little lady.
No.
Come on,
No.
come on, we're gonna go see him.
Don't call me little lady!
Like he's acting like this is part of his job as a PI to drag her over to? I have no idea. All right, listen to this actual dialogue going on here.
You dick. You stupid private dick.
This is actual dialogue in the movie. It's probably the funniest line in it, and it's not funny. The scene ends with her being hit by a truck, and it's played for laughs. Hit by a truck! This movie gets worse and worse with each passing minute. She ends up in the hospital, and Bill Pullman's character puts a ring on her while she is unconscious. Tells people she tried to commit suicide because she thought she lost him, is trying to force her into marriage. And again, she could just say, I broke up with him. But she doesn't. She just keeps going like this, so contrived. She runs away from the hospital and is kidnapped by his ex and taken to the desert to be eaten by ants. Then she's kidnapped again, and he's kidnapped a couple kids who pull a gun on her for reasons that are never explained. He's drugged her. Drugged her?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be funny? And there's literally a shotgun wedding in Mexico.
Come here!
Stalker, asshole, nice guy, fanny pack rescues her, and then they end up together. She ends up with the fucking creepy stalker.
Thanks for being there for me when no one else was.
She doesn't deserve this. This character does not deserve this bullshit. That's how it ends. She's just stuck in Mexico and then wanted for police, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's a terrible ending for her, and it's not funny. It's awful. Awful things happened in this movie. conclusion, this movie can eat my entire ass. Irritating, obnoxious, awful, so deeply off the mark, just awful implications for everyone. Like, it was such an unpleasant watch. 100% do not recommend. Do not watch this movie, not even in an ironic sense. It is not gonna make you laugh. End review.
You stupid private dick.